Do you ever feel like a hamster on a hamster wheel, not getting anywhere new? Perhaps you've hit a plateau that has you asking, is this it? Have you accomplished all you've set out to do in life and are not feeling as fulfilled as you thought you would? It is normal at midlife to reassess what's working for you and what's not. It's also normal to want to reclaim your time, your energy, and your joy. Let's make the best out of the second half of our lives by having more fun, experiencing more peace, and feeling more joy. If any of this resonates with you, then this podcast is for you. I'm Megan Bayless-Bartley. Now let's get ready to shift our shit. Hello there, Megan Bayless-Bartley coming to you from the Mindfulness Center, here to talk about trust with my 12-year-old daughter, Gracie. Thanks for being here today.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
So this segment is going to be about rebuilding broken trust. So let's first talk about the first steps after betrayal. What's the very first thing somebody should do after breaking trust?
Apologize.
Yeah.
Because if you do something that, or you break someone's trust, and maybe you didn't even realize that you did so, it's always important to, admit your mistakes and admit that you were wrong and such, because that will help the person understand that, they really are sorry and they did not mean to do that, and they want to, keep having like a relationship or a friendship with you instead of just making an excuse for it.
Absolutely. And don't you think like how they apologize
tells you how
much they understand about what has happened?
Like emotional maturity.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So how you handle the first moments after betrayal sets the tone for healing. All right, forgiveness versus trust. What's the difference between forgiving someone and trusting them again?
So I think that you definitely have to forgive someone to trust them again with certain, sensitive information. I think that forgiveness and trust are extremely different. I remember that there have been times where I've told someone, sensitive information or private information where, they had maybe broke my trust and I didn't necessarily trust them again, but I forgave them. But did I trust them? I didn't. And I kind of mistook the forgiveness.
Yes.
And, the broken trust.
Yes. And so forgiveness sometimes can be like a letting go, but it doesn't mean you're forgetting.
Yeah.
You kind of know what somebody's capable of.
What you can trust them.
Right. Okay. So forgiveness is a gift and trust is earned. All right. Rebuilding timeframes. How long should it take to rebuild trust after it's broken?
So I think that it depends what the person does. If they go out and, tell someone something about you, then it just matters who you are and what the person did or how much information they told someone else, or how much
the severity.
Exactly.
Got it.
But I would probably say it just matters how long you can forgive them, and then how much effort that person puts into,
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Rebuilding
the trust.
Yeah.
Yes.
So healing happens on the wounded person's timeline. So the person who, needs to trust again. All right. When to walk away. How do you know when a relationship can't be trusted again?
I would probably say, if you're in a romantic relationship, I would say cheating. And if it's a friendship, I would probably say that if someone had, second chances are always good, but if you really just don't think that they can trust, you can trust someone, just listen to your gut and listen to your instinct.
Yes. Okay. So sometimes the most trustworthy thing is knowing your limits. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We hope you join us for more segments. We hope you enjoyed this segment. If you're interested in finding out more, subscribe to our page and like us and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.